Hello, I'm Chris. Approximately 1.5 million driving tests are taken every year. The pass rate is just under 47%. Even Albert Einstein never learned how to drive, saying it was too complicated. In no particular order, we're going to have a look at the top 10 reasons for failing a driving test according to the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency. Reason number 1. Response to signals. Road markings. Here are some examples of faults. Driving unnecessarily over solid white lines. Not following lane directional arrows. Stopping in a yellow box junction when the exit is not clear. Have a look at our other video on box junctions if you're unsure about the rules. Moving off under control. My driving examiner has asked me to stop on the left and to ignore the driveways. I'm now going to show you how not to move off. Examples of faults here include rolling back on an uphill start, repeated stalling, moving off with the handbrake on, or trying to move off in neutral. Good coordination of the pedals and steering will allow you to move off in a controlled way. Junctions. Turn in right. Make sure that you position properly. You shouldn't cut the corner when turning right. If you're on a one-way road and turning right, then position to the right. Positioning. Normal driving. Examples of faults here include driving too far or too close to the curb. Not driving in a bus lane when it's safe and you're allowed. Another example is not keeping in position on a roundabout. Straightening a roundabout is when you're going ahead and you start in the left-hand position and cross to the right and then back to the left. Not only could this be dangerous, but it's a common driving test mistake. Control. Steering. Steering is an important part of being able to drive, and it makes it into the top 10 reasons for failing a driving test. Possible faults include swinging out wide when turning, hitting a curb, jerky or erratic steering, having both hands off the steering wheel when driving is also a big mistake. Response to signals. Traffic lights. Not going when it's safe to move on a green filter arrow is a common mistake. It's easy to miss the filter arrow, so keep a lookout for it if the traffic light has more than 3 lights. Other mistakes in this category include not stopping at an amber traffic light when it was safe and correct to do so, and also waiting when it's a green light and safe to go. Reverse parking. Control. During your driving test, you might have to parallel park or reverse into a bay at the test centre car park. Ending up outside the bay or misjudging the parallel parking could cost you a serious mistake. Use of mirrors. Change direction. You should check your mirrors before changing direction, especially looking out for cyclists or motorcyclists. It's a good habit to check your mirrors, not just for the driving test, but for every time you go out driving, because you never know when someone is going to come up next to you. Moving off. Safety. Before moving off, make sure that you use your mirrors. Check your blind spot and look ahead. Don't just look for the sake of looking though. Make sure that you respond to what you've seen. When you check the blind spot over your right shoulder, make sure that it's a proper check right over your shoulder. Signal correctly if necessary, and once you're sure it's safe, move off. And lastly, junctions, observations. Get this wrong, and not only will you fail your driving test, but you could be involved in an accident. Don't just look, but look properly and react to what you see. Effective observations are an essential part of being able to drive safely. That's the end of the top 10 reasons for failing a driving test. Thanks a lot for watching. If you found this video useful, then please don't forget to subscribe for our latest videos. Stay safe on the road, and see you soon.